All right, and we are closely watching that significant threat of severe weather on Saturday. And as we were showing in one of our models, starting to get a much clearer picture of the timing. It does look like the line is going to move through very quickly, but that line could be significant with a higher end threat of severe weather, one that we don't see very often along the Gulf Coast. Here is the setup and why we're starting to get a much better picture of the timing and intensity. This is the upper level disturbance, which is eventually going to send us our severe weather. Now, the main upper low is actually going to be moving away from us. So it's not really this system that we're watching. It's one that is coming right on its heels. This deep upper trough kind of centered over more South Texas and placing us right in the greatest risk of severe storms. And basically the area you see highlighted with what we call severe weather energy, it's called CAPE, but I'm just trying to simplify it a little bit, is basically the area that is highlighted under that level 4. Southeast Louisiana, much of Mississippi, and into Alabama. One of the necessary ingredients, moisture, and we are going to get a surge of moisture. Dew points are already higher. They will continue to climb tomorrow and into Saturday, helping to fuel those storms. And on the back side of this upper trough, very dry air, and the battleground in between is where you get the severe weather. We're also getting a better picture of the tornado risk. This is one product I was showing in our earlier newscast, but now we're getting the high resolution modeling of that same product. And you'll note how we kind of get that explosion right ahead of the line of storms of what we call the tornado risk index. It takes into several other ingredients necessary for tornadoes and kind of creates one product. We are looking at coming out of Terrebonne and across much of Southeast Louisiana, ranging into the high to extreme levels for tornadoes right ahead of this line. As that line moves into that atmosphere, that shifts a little bit from the metro area across the North Shore and into Mississippi. That is why those areas are under that level 4 threat for severe storms out of 5. That remains in place as the line continues. But the good news is, and I know it's difficult to see here with the contours of the reflectivity, it actually starts to reduce in strength a bit. Now, still potent in that high level, but it does look like as the line continues moving to the east, the environment starts to weaken a bit, but still primed very much as that initial line starts moving into the area, which is why we have that heightened risk of severe weather. Was hoping maybe things would start looking better based on now new information coming in on the computer models, but unfortunately is not. So we're going to be under mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. This is a dry line indicating that dry air. It's going to be overrun by a cold front, and out ahead of it, fairly dry to start our Saturday. Then those storms start rolling in before noon and throughout the afternoon and evening. I think most of our storms will be coming to an end. And then improving weather for Saturday night, Sunday looking gorgeous. Our winds are also going to be a big factor. They are going to be windy during the day tomorrow, gusting up to about 25 miles an hour. That's 4:30 in the afternoon. And even before the storms arrive on Saturday, Friday night going into Saturday morning, winds are going to be sustained over 20 miles an hour and gusting at times to around 40. So significant severe weather, mainly for the morning and early afternoon, or we'll say mid-afternoon on Saturday. Then improving weather, beautiful for Sunday, St. Patrick's Day, gorgeous. Brief warm up before another front knocks temperatures down for next Thursday.